Tonight for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hands up. 180. Report. Shut up.
Lamar off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. Catches me. That's the rookie out of North Carolina. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Will be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
At their own 20-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. Running down the left side. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
From the red zone on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Yellow. Right side.
They'll try and punch it in. He's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. 5-yard pickup sets him up with 3rd and goal from the 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. He finds it right side. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He lofts one deep, center of the field. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
On first down, Jackson escapes the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Jump off, caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Lamar throwing again. Getting out to his left. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And dose of the hurry up here.
A loss of a yard. 4th down.
Hey! You are X.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his right. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Hey, 46! Go get him!
They go play action. It's Mahomes. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Ashton Gelati driving in there for the stop. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now here's Lamar. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Chiefs pick it up. Up to the races, middle of the field. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Chiefs take a 20-zip lead. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs push their lead to 21-zip already. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Trying for the deep ball. It's Greg Newsome on the interception. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
From his end zone, 3rd and long. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. Has a hole left, room to run. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead.
Ravens nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kansas City.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is our last play of the quarter.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early runaway. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. Looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Jackson now on 3rd. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Greg Newsome has it. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. 2nd time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Don't worry. Hey, middle.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. This one's going to hit the ground. It's incomplete. He's looking for his running back there. They're going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Williams on the coverage.
Throwing again is Lamar. Short pass brought in. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Not a bad first look for him in the this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Another carry for him. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. It'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
That's now the third time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up, or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A 51-yard attempt.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Here's the handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to the well again. Shoves him off. This is ahead for about 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Third down and 3 coming up on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday on.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He finds Worthy complete. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Chased out to his right. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and long for him here. Finding Flowers. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 49-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 40. And the Baltimore first down.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And the defense holds Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Setting up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get their first point of this game just before halftime. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens take 7 points off the deficit.
Ravens 7.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
To kick off for Baltimore.
It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. At the 20. He took it all the way. Oh, baby, what a return. Touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead.
49. Ravens 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Escapes a defender. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead. Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. He'll get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It's Noel Williams who made the play defensively.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Looking to throw, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that run's held up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on. First down, here's Lamar. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down. We've set it downs from the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Going all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked up by Dorian Strong. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Dump off caught by his back. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Alpha, sit on.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Lamar throwing again. Escapes the pocket. Caught by Flowers. And he has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
1 yard. And the Baltimore first down.
All right, so we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Ravens football. They're going to look for points here, no doubt, but might be too little too late for them in this lopsided contest. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hey, Alpha, sit on.
Home back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Henry running to the left. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens cut into the lead by another point.
Chiefs 56, Ravens 17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Smith on the return. Showing a little burst so far. Free up the middle. Gets a breakaway. Into the red zone. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Sit hot, Doc. 180. Sit hot.
Here's Lamar. Flush out now to his left. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Let's go.
Desperation time here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
19-yard line.
Yep. Go gun. 15.
From the red zone on 1st. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash.
Get another shot across the bow of the ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's got a man left. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
Trying to throw this from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Time to timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Handoff now out of the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens trying to do some window dressing. Third down, they need 7.
There you go. Let's go now. 52 blue.
They'll air it out on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Ready?
4th and forever coming up.
Ready. 10 black. White.
They'll throw for it. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Noel Williams. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
It's a turnover.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Right up the gut. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis and that run support.
That's caught for the 1st. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Butker with the extra point. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
He'll take this at the 10. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So it's a win for the visiting